What is going on, everybody? Cody from Mad Vapes Easily here, and I got another build tutorial for you today on the Perseus RDTA from Vandy Vapes. Full steam ahead is what this thing says. The features of this are an innovative bottom airflow design, a locking top cap, convenient for refill, peak block adapter for single coil builds, and available for use with popular wide bore drip tips along with Fob 10 drip tips. Keep the contents of this package out of reach of children, non-smokers, and animals. Non-smokers, they're not allowed to have vape stuff. That's cool. Anyways, this is a new rebuildable tank from Vandy Vapes. This is what it looks like. There's the bottom of it for you. There's the side of it for you. It looks like a bottom airflow kind of thing. What really caught my eye about this one was these Ultim caps. These Ultim caps are dope. They got 3 different ones in here. There's like a wider one. Actually, yeah, the wider one. That's what came on it, but I went ahead and switched it because I like that kind of lower to the deck one, or well, lower to the cap, I guess. And then just a regular old one, and then you got your spare glass. If you pull this little insert up here, which looks like you could tear it super easy. You have screws, O-ring, screwdriver, your single coil thing there, but this actually came in it, but I went ahead and pulled that out too. I wanted to go ahead and look at the deck and everything like that. And honestly, oh, it's got a Fob 10 adapter in there too. And honestly, one of the thickest manuals I've ever seen on an RDTA, but that's probably because they have this thing in literally every language you can imagine. Let's see here. We got some good old Russian. We've got Varschwing. That looks like German. But who cares about this? I don't know why I'm even showing you this. But basically, I just wanted to read you some of the specs of it. I think that's why I was looking through this manual in the first place. It does have the gold-plated Fob 10 pin. It comes with all of that stuff that I showed you. You can definitely get this serviced in America, so you don't have to ship it overseas. The way that this thing works is actually pretty cool. Like, I like the way that you fill it up and everything like that. It's different. It's something I haven't seen before. Basically, as you can see here, you've got this unlock and lock thing. So if you turn it towards unlock, you can pull the entire, the top cap off there, and that exposes the deck, which this deck is beautiful, by the way. That shows your airflow and everything like that. You've got your cotton for wicking purposes and everything like that. So yeah, basically the deck is above the tank. It's Genesis style, of course, but we're just going to get right into it and start building it. Sounds weird. Alright, so grab my build stuff here. Bring it down a little bit so you can see. There we go. That's good. I'm going to be building on the Noisy Cricket 2 today. My favorite cult classic. I love this thing. Wouldn't go anywhere without it. And I'm going to be using some tobacco fused Clapton wire. It is 32 and 32 wrapped in 0.2. Let's see here. So I'm going to be doing about 8 wraps, 7 wraps of it. 7's a good lucky number. 7. I'm just using a 3mm screwdriver. And same thing on the other side here. This wire does this. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Should have gave myself enough lead there. I like this fused Clapton wire. It's really easy to work with. But we'll go ahead and unscrew these posts here. Just really curious to see how the airflow feels on this thing, with it being that kind of bottom style airflow. And it shouldn't be leaky at all because, you know, we're not dripping on it, we're just feeding it directly from the tank. That's ood. Alright guys, so we had a couple customers, but I'm going to go ahead and put these coils in, and of course I'm going to stagger those coils, put one in the far end post and one towards the center post, across from each other. And then, like usual, I'm going to take my little screwdriver here and hold that coil level right over that airflow, tighten that bad boy down. A good way to tell if your posts are tight enough, I've mentioned this in other videos, but if you wiggle the lead and your coil doesn't move, you're good to go. So we're going to go ahead and clip these off here. Oh, that's cool. It says Vandy Vape on the side of that. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, it's barely focusing, but they've got it etched into the post there. That's kind of cool. So now we're going to take our other coil here. Second verse, same as the first on the other side. Center that, tighten her down. Alright, and then clip those, and like always, you always want to clip your leads as close to the post as possible, so you got nothing that could possibly arc or touch anything. Alright, so that's what we're looking at right now. They're pretty centered, but we can go ahead and finish that up while we're shaping them. So we'll go ahead and give them a little bit of wattage. Move them over a little bit more. Beautiful. Alright, this one needs to do the same. She's kind of crooked. There we go. Alright, that's actually beautiful. That went on there pretty well. That one's kind of angled still. I want it to come out a little bit. There we go. Oops. Got a little bit of arc action right there. There we go. Alright. So then you want to just shape these out, and like usual, just make sure they burn from the center out. No hot spots, nothing like that. Alright, we're starting to get them to where we want them. A good technique is to always strum them. That seems to make them burn from the center out a little bit better. See, what do you know? I still see some hot spots in this one, so we're going to keep strumming a little bit. Thought somebody was about to walk in. I guess not. Alright, that is beautiful. Gorgeous. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and tighten down my post one more time. Alright, so now that we got that done, we're going to go ahead and wick it. I'm using good old cotton bacon, without the bacon flavor, of course. We're going to pull some strips off of here. Dang, if I can pull a good strip off of there, we're not going to use that piece. We're going to grab this new piece. The piece is kind of frayed and it's not working with me. So we'll go ahead and pull a piece off here. Now we got our material. Go ahead and roll it between our hands here. Alright, so let's see how hot these coals are. Still a little bit hot. Should be good to wick her though. Alright. So then, like always, see how far we can get her down, then we're going to clip it about to the bottom of the tank there. And then normally what I'll do is I'll cut like a little slant in it, because that seems to wick a little bit better. It gives it more area to catch that juice and soak it up. Alright, so now we're going to do the same on the other side here. It's about perfect right there. So we'll thread that needle, pull that cotton on through, find our spots, get off of there, then cut our slants. Oops. Alright, and then what we're going to do is we're going to take our screwdriver here, tuck that cotton down in there, and the way that they have that way that thing locks is beautiful. Fits in there pretty well. So after we tuck all this, normally I would go ahead and wick it, but I'm not going to completely douse this thing in juice. So we're just going to put a little bit on the top here. I'm using some of the Bang Up pear. We're going to burn her off a couple times. Because regardless of what they say with cotton bacon, I still get a little bit of that burnt flavor right off, or that cotton flavor. Alright, let's see how she vapes. So then you just push this thing back on here. Let me find that little locking spot. Right there, and then you just want to press that down, turn it all the way to the left, and then turn it back to the right, and that'll get your airflow back where it needs to be. And let's see how it rips. It's got very impressive flavor off of it. Flavor's really good. I definitely like the way the airflow is. I thought I was going to hate it, but that bottom airflow is pretty good. I like the way the cap is. Overall, it's a solid RDA. It looks sharp, or RDTA, not RDA. It looks sharp. I like the way that it's built. I definitely like that locking mechanism on it, but that's about everything I got for y'all. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below, and we'll be sure to get back to you. All right, y'all have a great day.